Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Ring Diaries here at Church of Uganda Family TV with me, Fiona Mboa, where we talk about everything and anything to do with marriage. Is there any topic you want us to talk about? Please reach out to us on our social media handles and let us be able to talk about things that are going to grow our marriage. This evening we're going to talk about friends and marriage. Do you have friends in your marriage? Did you drop all your childhood friends when you got married? That's a discussion we're going to have this evening. And I'm privileged to be hosting Elly Rutafa right next to me, who's been married for 30 years. So I think he has some 30-year-old friends and two-year-old friends. He's going to be telling us more about it. And next to him we have Arthur Mujuni, who's been married for 28 years. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can just greet our viewers and then we can start our conversation.
Greetings to our viewers.
Greetings to our viewers.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling us here. Good morning.
So we are here basically to talk about friends. And I realize it is a very weird conversation with men because men, somehow you don't have friends. What is a friend? Maybe we can start from there. Who is a friend?
Thank you, Fiona Mboa. And thank you, Family TV. It's an excellent question. A friend is an individual whom you bond with, trust, support, and mutual understanding in most cases. Who is a friend, as the question talks? A friend, you get those friends through childhood, friends through social and political and economic. For example, I will give you I had my friends from childhood who used to raise cows.
And you still have them up to now?
Yeah, even up to now. And we still, during that time, people couldn't taking that stealing as dangerous like this time. We used to go and steal maize and sweet potatoes. Then even the owner of the garden would find you there and leave you.
And leave you because
it was normal. It was normal. We were children. I have them.
You still have those friends?
Yeah, I have those friends in the village. Many never continued with education. I tried. Others are the same. We are the same level. We are still together. Yeah. Second, we have friends in school.
The ones we get in school.
Yeah. From P1 up to tertiary level. I have a friend, in fact, he's the one who led to me to marry Ari for him. Yeah. We had a girlfriend at college.
Of you?
No. I have a girlfriend. I admired that lady. I admired that lady. She used to smile a lot at college. Then later on after school, I abandoned the lady. I never dated her because I was concentrating on my books. Then later on, when I was already in Kampala here, looking for jobs, but I was lucky enough. I was connected because immediately after school, I got some small job where I would get some money. And that friend of mine was still on the street looking for jobs. Then he saw that lady.
Smiling lady.
Yeah, the smiling lady. And then he came to me. Elly, I've seen your lady somewhere working in a clearing and forwarding company. I said, yes, thank you. I will one day visit her. I kept quiet. Later on, that same friend came to me, you come and we go.
Okay.
We went to that we went to that place. We found the girl. The girl was working. She gave us some time. We walked around. We had a bottle of soda with my friend, that college friend. Later on, it's where all things started from.
So you got to
In
marry
fact,
this lady?
he was supposed to be a middleman.
He was the middleman, actually.
In fact, in dating, he was the middleman. Later on, I married that lady.
Wow.
And before even that man gets a job.
So meaning this friend actually helped you get to...
Yes, that friend helped me so much. Even to convince that lady to be my wife. Yeah.
Arthur, what's your view about friends?
Thank you, Fiona, for hosting us in Family TV. And thank you, my colleague, Elly. My name is Arthur Mujuni, as she introduced me. I've been married for 28 years. Friends, to me, are those who are always there for you, who can lift you from down when you are falling down, those who can socially support you, who can spiritually support you, and maybe economically support you. As the saying goes, no man is an island. To me, friendship is a very, very, very important part in one's life. But what is important is that you should be able to differentiate, to categorize your friends. As my colleague said, there are childhood friends, there are school friends, there are married friends, and there are workmate friends. So somebody should be able to categorize those friends and deal with them according to the circumstances.
Okay. So from what you're saying, Arthur, is we should actually categorize our friends.
Yes.
Not my childhood friends should now come to my marriage. What criteria should we use to categorize these friends?
Yeah, thank you, Fiona. To me, I think when you get married, you are no longer one. And you are no longer supposed to think the way you used to think when you were single. The actions, the thinking, the behavior should be of a married person. Okay. Now, to me, the ones that are supposed to come in your marriage are those ones that can fit in the marriage, okay. Especially those who are spiritual, those who are open, those who don't want to put your marriage down, those who encourage you and not discourage you, those who really support you in all the marriage issues. And there are those, as I said, there are those who are not supposed to come, for example, to your marriage. Like, for example, you had friends you used to drink with when you were a young man or a young woman. And the only friendship was in a bar. Now you are in marriage.
That was the only thing.
That was the only friendship.
Yes.
The friendship was when you buy, you share a bottle. And now you are in marriage and they have nothing to contribute in the marriage. To me, those friends can be put aside. There are also friends who are who pull you behind, who keep on pulling you behind.
You down.
They pull you down all the time. They discourage you in your marriage. When you have problems, they say, if I was the one, I wouldn't be there, I would have left this marriage. Instead of advising you what to do, how you can improve, they are discouraging you. Even those who have failed themselves in marriage, their marriages. So they wish you can be like them. They think it's not possible because they have failed. Everyone should also fail. So you should also not bring those ones in your marriage.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Elly, what's your view about when you're getting married? As I tell you, leave your single friends alone. What's your view about that? Should we come with our single friends to the marriage? Should we drop them? What's your view?
Okay, let me introduce myself again because I have not introduced myself. I'm called Elly Rutafa. I'm from Busheni, but staying around here in Kampala. We should select when we are making friends. We should select. They are friends who are positive. They want you to grow. They encourage you to have things. They encourage you to acquire assets. There are those who are discouraging you. Don't do this. You will get spoiled because if you get a car before a house, those are negative friends.
They tell you as a woman you should have your car side.
Then they tell your spouse, no, don't show your husband
You hide.
You hide some of that.
Those things. Maybe I'm a live example. My wife one day bought a plot somewhere without telling me. He wanted to surprise me that is his own explanation. That was her own explanation. Then later on, that man was almost cheating her. Then the lady came, my wife came and told me that my relative, he tried my relative gave me a plot to pay him slowly by slowly. I couldn't tell you. Then I went and restored her. We got an agreement and they ran the title. You see, that's how we should avoid negative friends. My wife was going to lose that plot. Yeah, we should maintain those friends who are positive. Yeah. I was telling you that the other friend of mine, Tashare,
The friend who got you your wife.
my wife. One day, I got a disappointment with my wife. He was stubborn with some bottles of beer on me. I sent away my wife. In the evening, I called him. Then he said, "You fool, maybe I've never gone to school. How can you send a wife away? You go there tomorrow. You know when you are sending a wife away, you talk some words, ugly words. How can you send a girl away, a woman away?" In the morning, I rushed to the sister where my wife was. Do you know what my wife told me? She was so bitter. In fact, she replied the words I used to send her away. That is a friend, because he wanted my family to remain intact. From that day, I learned that as a learned person, I should not
just send out.
Yes.
But now that is a good friend who has encouraged.
Yes, there are so many ways of negotiating, of bringing together those ladies, the spouses, the families come together. We should form groups.
So what I'm hearing is we need to keep friends who are actually building our marriages.
Our marriages.
Not breaking them.
Not breaking them.
Interesting. Why is it that most of you men don't have friends?
Thank you.
Why is it that for us women you can have 101 friends and a man has 2?
Thank you, Fiona. You know, men are naturally one, superior, especially in Africa, 2, rebellious, and 3, proud.
And adventurous.
So proud, that pride in men, 1 chases them away from friends. Because they always either don't want to be advised, we always don't want to listen to people, and we don't also want to show our weaknesses. So because you don't want people to know your weaknesses, you try to shy away from them, and you find you have less friends. But I would encourage men to have friends, because it is really, really, really important for men to have friends, especially men who are above 35. 35. You know, when you are below 35, you're a boy.
Really?
You are a boy. You may be a man, but the thinking may be of a boy. But when you become 35 and plus, your family is growing. I'm not talking about family. Yeah. Family is growing. Children are coming. The ones you didn't have. You have a wife. You have extended families like any other African setting. And your thinking has to grow out of the box. Now, to survive the stress that eventually leads you to depression, to me, it's important to have friends, even if you're a man. Now, ladies, on the contrary, have many friends, because 1, they are covered, their weaknesses are covered by their men. They are hidden behind the curtain. It's difficult to know the weaknesses of a woman when she's married, because a man is covering in front and covering all the weaknesses behind. So they more or less have much to show, because the husbands are in front fighting for them. 2, ladies, I think naturally are social animals, more They are more social than men,
Social than men.
and they have less problems, especially in marriage. Because if we are to talk about the African setting, men almost carry the biggest percentage, economic percentage in the family.
Okay.
And now, that one puts them on a lot of stress, and they have no or less time to go socializing. So you find they are thinking about what should I do tomorrow, what should my children eat the next morning, where should I get the school fees, where I getting money for the hair of my wife, she wants to go to the salon. So all those things are on him, and you find he's even hating himself. And when you hate yourself, you fear going to public, so you find to be a loner. But ladies, on the other hand, because somebody is doing it for them, they have all that chance at their disposal to go and socialize with friends. So in most cases, that's why they do that. But men keep those important friends more than ladies.
Like they have few, but they are very
exactly,
close to
very
them.
close. To me, my experience is that men can keep their friends longer than ladies. Because, ladies go on trivialities. Small issues can disturb them.
That's true.
And the men, they normally don't go to those small issues, and sometimes they keep their friends for long. That's why most men, even when they have few friends, they have kept them for a long time. So ladies, you find they are changing friends.
We have friends for different seasons.
Many of them, but at every particular season, they have new friends.
new friends.
So to me, that's the difference. Then, as I go back slightly, the importance of having friends. I don't know whether I'm going very fast, but the men, to me, I encourage them to have many friends, especially married men, because, as I said, when you are still single, you have less problems. You have your own self as a problem. But when you get married, you have a family as a problem. Now, unless you have some other people, positive people, to encourage you, support you, both socially, spiritually, and in whatever case, then you can be stressed. And that stress can be problematic. Now, in recent times, people have started having, for example, their groups, Fathers Union, hobbies, groupings, and from like you are studying from primary to university, you have different hobbies at different levels. So those are different groups. You may have neighborhood groups, you may have married groups. So all those ones, they can keep you. This weekend you are in the married group, the other weekend you are in Fathers Union, the other weekend you are hobbies group. So you find most of your time it occupies your mind, other than getting it free, which is a devil's workshop if it's free. So I encourage people who are there, who are watching us, especially the married, to get as much friends, important friends, as possible. As long as you use your common sense to know who comes up to where, who's a friend of what, and you have the limits of those friends. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arthur. And now, Ellie, to add to what Arthur is saying, so how do we limit where the friends should stop? Because they said we need to know that this one's reach here, this one's stop here. How should we be able to limit that?
Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, colleague, for the contribution. Friends should have, for example, there are friends who are negative, there are friends who are positive, and there are friends go beyond their boundaries.
Okay.
You find a friend telling you that your wife should put on a long dress.
I don't like it when your wife puts on
a short dress. Or else, or vice versa. Secondly, there is a friend who is advising you, don't allow your wife to go and work. She will get men there. When you are trusting your wife, she's educated, she got education. Another point is there are friends who are bitter. You are close friends, but they are bitter. You have acquired the car.
Like your progress makes them
Makes them
jealous.
bitter, jealousy.
Okay.
There are friends who are jealous, sincerely. There are friends who actually hate even your children.
But how is that a
Because-
friend?
Yes, there are many. Your children are doing well. They are doing, they are doctors. They are doing sciences. His children are in arts. Then you see that friendship starts, and he's now pretending as if he's a true friend. He comes to you, then you see, I've seen your child, even if he has not seen him. I've seen your child in Wandagea, in Karierwe, playing cards, just to spoil the family. Then we should avoid such a friends.
So we need to avoid such friends. Friends who are
And
negative.
who are negative, and friends should have boundaries. Yeah.
So we should set boundaries for our friends.
Even in the Bible, it is said in Proverbs 13 from 20 that you friend the wise person. When you befriend a wise person, you become wise. Yeah.
So what boundary should we set for these friends? Should we just invite all these friends into, which friends should we invite into our marriages?
Particularly those who are religious. I'm not saying that all religious people are also God. But people who are religious, for example, we have friends in fellowships. Those friends help you because we form those fellowships like home sales, like we have, for example, I will give examples. We have a fellowship, or Saints Fellowship. They guide us that a friend should stop here. Even if he's your friend, he's not supposed to go and even enter in your bed to pick the Bible from your bedroom.
He's just speaking the Bible.
It's wrong. We have another fellowship, the marrieds. They come and teach you. They teach the spouses how families work, how you can handle friends, how you can invite friends into your family. You don't call everyone, but we have many friends.
But then there are those who are specific to our
Those
marriage.
are specific for our marriages.
Thank you very much. Ata, what do you think about that? How should we grade the friends who come into our marriage?
I think, thank you, Yona, again. I think the friendship, as I said, a true friend, somebody should have common sense, even when it's not common sometimes. to know, somebody should love you, not because of what you have, but who you are. That's, for example, a true friend. There are friends who come to you because they benefit from you, either economically or otherwise. And those ones should not be friends that will now enter into your family. Because they have a purpose. They are not your friend, genuine friends. They have come because they benefit from you. If that purpose, that benefit goes, or they will not be your friend anymore, they run away. So you should avoid such a friends in your family. Two, there are friends who will need your family to break. For example, if you tell them, or if they know about the problem in your family, they say, if I were the one, this one I would have killed her, I would have killed him, I would have done this, I would have separated with it. So those are toxic friends. To me, you should avoid such a friends in your family. There are friends, for example, who will always call you to go for a drink in a bar. And a bar, or to call you for, you come and look at this woman, come and look at the other beautiful thing. Those ones are not a friend that you should take in your family. To me, friends that you should take in your family are those who are there for you, who spiritually advise you, who encourage you when you have problems, who gives you advice that is family, the advice that is meant to build your family, take it forward, not break it. The human beings will always make mistakes, both female and male. Now, it is our duty also as men to learn that your partner is not an angel. Should make mistakes. So, so we should always try to make sure that we forgive those friends who come and tell you forgive, go negotiate. Well, leave it. Let's give you a chance to be the right friend to take the family. Otherwise, others should be friends, but meet them sweet and leave them there.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to continue with this conversation about friends and our marriages and what their effect is on our marriages. I'm Fiona Mbowa, here at Church of Uganda Family TV with